Following video is from THQ's WWE 12, and it contains no content from the WWE whatsoever. Guys, what is going on? I'm Tubby Emu. This is footage from the video game of WWE and does not contain in any way footage from the actual WWE. Just so you know, in case you can't tell because of how realistic this gameplay is, this is not misleading. This is gameplay from the actual video game. Now we're talking about John Cena and CM Punk. Again, really? SummerSlam, Money in the Bank? Why? This year, it's different though. This year, CM Punk has went on an absolute roll ever since winning the title from John Cena. So many things have changed. You know, some people are saying, well, wait, doesn't that make him a champion for more than a year? No, because, you know, Del Rio did cash it in and whatnot. I think the biggest thing, though, now that these two are facing off again, was just a little bit of John Cena's cockiness. You know, you lost to The Rock, you beat Brock Lesnar, and then he said, you know, you say you're the best in the world, whatever. If you don't choose me for Night of Champions, you're a disgrace to that championship. Like, why are you, John Cena? Why are you the number one contender? What have you done to be the number one contender? And you know, I like John Cena. I know a lot of people hate him because they say he can't wrestle and there's a lot of, you know, Cena sucks chants. I understand. But I completely respect John Cena for what he does, how he does it, how he goes about his business. But I thought the way he kind of, you know, made it seem like he was the shit and CM Punk had to pick him, I was like, you know, John Cena should go out there and, you know, deserve a title shot. He should earn it. Or at least have, like, you know, AJ Lee name him as the number one contender. Because that's pretty much all John Cena ever has to do is just ask for a title shot. And he gets it. And I'm perfectly fine with that. And I know a lot of people hate that. But the fact that he goes out there and tells CM Punk that it's a disgrace if he doesn't pick him, hopefully that was to fuel CM Punk's slow heel turn. And hopefully that keeps going. Because when CM Punk came out with shaved hair, I loved it. I was like, holy shit. That reminded me of Mysterio versus CM Punk. I think that was, you know, at them at WrestleMania, shave the hair match, right? I thought he looked great. You know, the CM Punk fans of today are probably like, oh, what the hell? He shaved his hair and he looks like shit. He's like, CM Punk had that haircut for quite a while. I'm liking, you know, where they're going with this. It is in John Cena's hometown. And what way, you know, better way to embarrass John Cena than to have him lose in his hometown. You know, if, what's his name? I'm trying to think of some other people. As of late, you know, Natalia won in her hometown. I'm trying to think of somebody that lost really bad in their hometown. Really can't think of anybody. Last time they faced off at Money in the Bank, it was in the home of CM Punk. He won. The crowd went wild. Will the crowd go crazy if John Cena loses? Who knows? Maybe the crowd will start saying Cena sucks as well. The crowds are very unpredictable in the WWE, especially from THQ's retirement speech from SummerSlam going, and they did not give him the respect he deserved. But other than that, I'm a little, you know, curious on what's going to happen with these two. A lot of people are like, oh, it's shit, it's Cena versus Punk again. You know, who else are they going to do? At least Big Show's not in the feud. At least we're getting CM Punk versus John Cena. You know, the match at Money in the Bank was absolutely wonderful. They put on, you know, great skills. It was a great wrestling match. And that's a lot of people don't understand that, you know, Cena could, you know, wrestle. But the WWE doesn't want him to. He doesn't need to wrestle in order to do the 5 moves of doom, to get the crowds to love him, to buy the merchandise. He doesn't need to go out there and be the best technical wrestler. You can be the best technical wrestler in the world, and the IWC will love the fuck out of you. But if you can't sell merchandise, you're not entertaining to watch, it's not the same. You can't have that. I mean, there's going to be, when you find a guy that's the perfect wrestler, perfect on the mic, kind of like CM Punk is, CM Punk's got a little bit more work to go. Because overall now it's starting to get a little bit stale, which that's why I'm glad they're slowly starting to turn him heel again. Because the same, you know, good CM Punk thing, it's just getting old. It's just like with John Cena. It gets old after a while, and they need to spice up their character. That's why I hope the reports of John Cena being pissed about Vince McMahon were true. I saw a few stories about saying Vince McMahon was not attacked, but was like John Cena went after Vince McMahon. saying, I'm getting sick of this character. I hope that's true. I mean, I highly doubt it, but I hope Cena's getting mad that he's not turning heel. I would love to see, a more heelish Cena, more than I would a heelish Punk, to be honest with you. It doesn't have to be a full-on heel John Cena, but just more edgy, more fuck with people. Like when he was mocking John Laurinaitis and mocking The Big Show and making fun of people. That was a better side of John Cena than the straight old, I represent the title, hustle, loyalty, respect, and all that bullshit. So let me know what you guys think of Night of Champions. Are you mad about this main event? Are you happy? Are you hoping that CM Punk just dominates the shit out of John Cena so we never have to see it again? Who knows? Make sure to leave a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Tubby moves out of here.